Welcome back to New Day Cleveland. Thank you for joining us for this 11 o'clock hour. You know, there is no doubt that animals can be the biggest help when it comes to those dealing with medical issues. And our next guest is here to share her story. We have Brianna Kaur joining us alongside Cleveland Clinic psychologist Dr. Brianne Markley. Thank you so much for being here today, both of you. First of all, I believe that animals heal all things. So there's something about a dog, especially, I'm a dog lover, that just they do something to you. And in this case, this is just a beautiful program that the Cleveland Clinic has. So, Doctor, would you first get into this program for me? What is this beautiful bond that we're seeing between the animals and your patients?
Sure. So the group is our brand new human-animal bond support group. And essentially the human-animal bond speaks to this mutually beneficial relationship between humans and animals, right? It's existed for thousands of years. It continues to evolve over time. And over the last couple of decades, we've really come to understand the many benefits of interacting with animals. And so we are channeling that into helping patients manage chronic conditions.
So Brianna, you were diagnosed at a very young age with MS. And when you got that initial diagnosis, did you have we saw some beautiful images there of you and your dogs. Did you have your dogs at the time, or did they come after your diagnosis?
I did have Jackson and Indy at the time.
And
yes.
how was that for you? I know that if anyone has been diagnosed with anything that changes your life, I get it. I've never been diagnosed with MS, but I've been diagnosed with early stage cancer. So I know that fear that exists, but my dog really was one of my lifesavers through the whole process. So how has that been, having those two in your life during this and getting through those day-to-day things that you go through?
I never realized it at the time, but having them has been super helpful, and being that it kind of takes the mindset off myself and more onto them, and it makes me feel like I'm still needed, and so having them truly has helped me in many ways.
How are you doing? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Yeah, thank you.
You look wonderful. You look wonderful. Now, MS, is that one of the main areas of focus when you're doing this program with these animals?
So the program is for patients with MS and other chronic neurological conditions.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And so now she has two dogs. What if someone doesn't have a dog? Does this program still work for them?
Yes, so there's so many benefits to the human-animal interaction, and we can see improved mood, we can see decreased stress, decreased anxiety, lowered blood pressure and heart rate, and improved cardiovascular health. And it's not just with dogs. We can see this with cats and farm animals, and we have a lot of animals in group. Let's think, we have dogs, cats, a snake, chickens.
Wow.
Donkeys and goats.
Horses.
Yes, so many animals can bring this benefit to patients.
So you say in group. So do you have group therapy sessions with all of the animals together?
So the group is,
Where does this happen? Tell me more about this.
Yeah, so the group's virtual, but one of the coolest parts of the group is at the beginning, we all take this time to kind of share our animals with one another, and it's just this natural connection, I think, for folks in that process.
So it's more than just, okay, how do these animals help me at home? It's how do we bring a doctor into the mix, have shared conversations. So it's bringing everyone, and they're all always virtual then?
Correct. So the group is virtual, which really improves access. Lots of folks can participate. But what we do is we take those broad benefits of the human-animal bond and we start to tailor them into how can we manage chronic health conditions with regards to stress reduction, movement, learning self-compassion, right? Navigating grief if and as relevant, and even incorporating humor, which we try to do regularly. So.
And how has being part of this group helped you? Changed your life, I'm sure.
In so many ways, but definitely finding the community and those that are experiencing similar situations that I am. That's community and support has been super helpful in navigating through this journey.
I know you can never know what someone's life is like unless you've walked in their shoes, and so I never want to try to pretend like I understand what you have gone through, but I just see this, and I think this is such a beautiful way and thank you for sharing your story, because then it's putting that out there to others to really want to get involved, to realize there's support there, and to realize the benefits of those healing little creatures there. So how can we get involved?
Sure. So if you're interested in the group, the first step would be to connect with your provider and let them know of your interest. They can make a referral. And then you would just come in for an initial evaluation. We talk about the group, and I can help you get set up from there.
Thank you so much for coming here. Next time you come on, you gotta bring the doggies with you. They both, one's a Frenchie and one's a boxer, right?
Yes.
Precious. Thank you both.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
it's so wonderful to see you doing so well. Thank you both
Thanks
for being
for
here
having
today.
us.